Donald Trump's name is on the New Hampshire primary ballot. Voters there go to the polls on Tuesday in the nation's first presidential primary. Brandon Truitt is in New Hampshire tonight with voters who agree this election feels different.
New Hampshire is known to be a test for candidates to win over undecided voters, one handshake at a time. But tonight we met a lot of people who tell us their mind was made up months ago.
God bless the USA.
The last few days in New Hampshire have looked a lot like this.
That's how we'll secure the southern and the northern border.
Speech after speech from candidates gearing up for the final sprint, but voters seem as calm as ever.
I've had my mind made up ever since the last election.
Maybe like a couple months ago.
I would say after watching some of the Republican debates, yeah.
So the debates made a difference?
Yes, for sure.
Take Kaylee Wilson and Sam Langdon, the newly engaged couple. Both plan to vote in next week's primary, but have their own opinion on how tuned in their friends and family are this cycle compared to last. Do you feel like there's a difference one way or another?
I feel like less this year than normal primaries.
I would say a little bit more.
I mean, I've seen primaries here since 2000, and this has been one of the lowest energy cycles that I've seen.
Dr. Dante Scala is a professor of political science at the University of New Hampshire. He knows a thing or two about primaries here. Scala credits the expected demanding lead of one candidate for the change in enthusiasm.
And I think it's been difficult, at least until lately, for competitors to really make a mark out of the shadow of Donald Trump.
Of course, there are some left to be persuaded. Eric Escobar says he'll make a decision by Monday, but he wants to keep researching each of the 24 candidates on the Republican ballot.
In all fairness, there's a lot of candidates running that I also don't know the names of many of them, and I haven't heard of before, so I do want to give them a fair shot.
And independents can vote in either party's primary, but with the Democratic primary essentially non-existent here, it's really opened the door for those independents to leverage the Republican race. In Manchester, Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.